Good morning, you wonderful humans. Good morning, good morning, good morning. While nobody is watching this, I'm going to bring the energy. This time, this is going to be a wonderful, wonderful workout session at 8 a.m. in the morning. Fantastic. Before you all join in, my name is Seth Spicer. I do this as CCHS with Jacob Carroll and Adam Fox. Thank you for joining. Good morning, you wonderful humans. We do free bodyweight exercise training. We have a program that runs Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 7:30, 11:30, and 5:30 p.m. It's a great way to start the day. It's for anybody who can't afford the gym. I don't like spending money on a gym. It's for anybody who doesn't want to leave the house. I'd rather work out at home. It's for anybody who doesn't understand exercise that well and has used that as a barrier to exercise in the past. Well, no more. We'll tell you everything that you need to know. If you're looking for a program that you can follow consistently, we will be here Monday, Wednesday, Friday for the foreseeable future. Please join. Please participate. This is to make health and fitness accessible. You should not have to pay to be healthy. Okay, we're here to support you in your goals, and thank you for joining. You can find us at Connected CHS at pretty much any social media account that you can think of. If you can't find us, try Connected CHS, and if you can't find us, still shoot us an email at connectedchs30@gmail.com, and we'll probably make a social on that account. Before you begin any exercise program, it's always good to check with your physician. Classic, everybody knows that. In that case, check with your physician, and if you feel any pain, shut it down. Check with your physician. And in that case, you can join worry-free. How to join? All you need is an 8x8 space. Follow our instructions, and I will explain it. Happy face candle. Good morning. Wonderful to see you here. I saw you on the stream yesterday that we streamed a little later. We heard your feedback. Now we're offering more times, back-to-back, and on every single day except for Sunday. Good to see you this morning. If the intensity is too hard, watch for our modifications. You can make it easier, or just don't go for the full time. If you're breathing heavy, that's probably too intense, right? And that's okay. This is made so that everybody can keep it going, all right? If it's too easy, grab your dog, grab the gallon of milk from the fridge for the arm workouts, leave the ground on the jump squats, whatever makes you happy. We have adaptations. If you have a chair around, you can use that. You name it, get creative for your workout. Eventually, I don't know, maybe we'll provide some small weights. You can, I don't know, figure it out. If you have pain, shut it down. Like I said, if you're burning, that's good. And then lastly, we're going to describe for our perhaps older populations, our severely overweight populations, or those that might have had, knee surgery, have knee pain, right? That's a lot of our fellow Americans. I'll show you how to get to and from the floor without too much hassle, okay? There is a variation of this workout program where you can do it all standing, because we understand that some people just do have a really hard time getting to the floor. And that's all right. You can get a workout too. We're making health and fitness accessible, damn it. Here's a chair. If you have a chair, go grab it. I'll give you 5 seconds. I'm impatient. That was 3. Grab a pillow if you have it. If you don't need it, that's okay. Put it at the base of your chair. What you're going to do to come to standing. Now I'll start standing, because that's probably where most of us are. If you're standing, bend over to the chair. Strong leg forward. Weak knee back. Weak leg down to the pillow. Walk that strong leg back. And now we're down to the floor. If you're on the floor trying to get back up, over, hand on, hand on. Use that to support yourself. Strong leg up to the front. Support. Stand up, walk the back leg forward. And now we're ready to work out and carry on. Thank you, Cherry. Get out of the screen now. Pillow's going over there. And now I'm going to describe the workout, and we can get it started. We have multiple people joining in, and I know a lot of people watch the recordings as well. Kelsey, if you're still watching this, thank you. I hope you do it with me. Shout out. It's going to be 8 exercises, 1 minute each. We're going to be going through those 8 exercises in a circuit form 3 times, 20 seconds on, 40 seconds off. Next week, it will get a little bit harder, 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. Before any workout program, it's important to warm up. So we'll start with our standard hip warm-ups. We're going to do 5 to the front, 5 to the side, and 5 to the back on both legs, okay? If you want to do it on your own, go for it, or you can follow me along. Copy me while I talk. Starting with the front, go for it. Do 5 or 6 to get yourself warmed up. If you need to hold on to the wall, I encourage it. That is good. No worries. Everybody starts someplace different, and I've worked with a lot of people who had problems with stability, and that is completely fine. I went a little too hard with the forwards. I'll use those to skip the backs. Do a couple backwards. Just get the hips warmed up. That's great for when you ultimately become the hockey goalie you were always meant to be. If you need water, if your mouth gets dry, that's fine. Go ahead and grab it. To the side. If you need the wall, go ahead and find Wally. Wally always supports me when I need him. Thank you very much. This stream is brought to you by Wally. And then finally to the back. Whew, we're into the swing of it now. I'm all warmed up from last session. This is number 2 on the day. Thank you for being here. I hope you have a wonderful workout, because there's no better way to start the day than with a awesome bodyweight workout. All right. Next up, T-spine. You can be standing. I'm going to just a little closer, so I'm kneeling. Rotate as far to the left as you can. Breathe in, breathe out, and switch. Breathe in, all the way to the right. Breathe out. You get a stretch and back. If you do it right, you'll cramp up because you're working so hard. That happens to me often. Try 5 each side. This is a great way to undo all the stress of day-to-day slouching over, because T-spine, your upper back rotation, actually goes in tandem with extension. So that's a good way to open up your chest for the day. All right. That's good there. Neck circles, nice and slow. Just do 10 each side. Carry on with those, 10 each side. Water is good for the soul. Hydrate or dehydrate. If you haven't switched to the other side of the neck circles, boy, my neck is stiff this morning. All right. Now we're going to do shoulder circles for 30 seconds. Reverse shoulder circles, nice and big, ready, go. Keep it going. There we go. Just wanted to fix that glare in the back. I don't think it helped, but it was worth a shot. Shoulder circles for the warm-up. Take them forward if you can. This is how I prefer to start my days. That is the truth. And with that, ladies and germs, we are ready to begin our workout for the day. I'm going to turn on my timer. Again, we have 8 exercises, 20 seconds on, 40 seconds off. All you need to do is follow along. My name is Seth Spicer, as CCHS, with Jacob Carroll and Adam Fox. They'll be going live at 11:30 and 5:30 p.m. today, and we'll be restreaming this tomorrow at a later time in case you couldn't make it today. This is session number 2 for mine on the day. Session number 3 on the week. We'll be here for the foreseeable future, providing free bodyweight exercise, making health and wellness accessible, okay? Find a support partner. By the way, everybody's goals are better when you have an accountability partner. Show up with someone if you can, all right? That'll make sure that you reach your goals. Have an accountability partner. Have one person that you can do this with. If that's me, hey, well, good morning. That works well too. Starting off with floor touches. Just touching the floor. So feel it in your glutes and your hammies. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, begin. If you can only go down to your knees, that's fine. We all start somewhere. There's no shame in starting at a little lower regression, a little lower intensity, but there is shame in not helping you reaching your personal goals and not starting to make progress towards what you want your life to look like and time. And that is why we are here to help you. The next exercises are prone, snow, angels. They can consist of prone, which is on your belly, like you see in the war movies. That's prone. And then there's the bent over position, which is here. All right, snow angels. We've all seen the kids do snow angels before in the snow. We're doing those. You can choose prone or you can choose bent over if you are standing only. Either way works. We're starting snow angels in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, begin. Going for 20 seconds. So feel these in your shoulders. My back even gets a little tired supporting this bent over position. That's good as long as it doesn't hurt. 3, 2, 1, and time. By the third set, you'll be good at this. You'll memorize the workout, I trust. A little bit of a breather with seated lateral raises. I also call these Flappy Birds. And I've said it a million times. But it's about time that I've actually done it. Starting Flappy Birds. I'm going to switch halfway through with my milk gallon. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Begin. Flappy Birds, also known as lateral raises. All right. Again, this could be a 5-pound weight if you have weights. This could be your tiny dog in a harness. I don't have a tiny dog. Maybe you have a cat you can put in a harness. That'd be kind of cruel. And time. I forgot to switch. I'll use the milk gallon in the other arm next time. I'm going to go put it back so it doesn't spoil. Next up, we have crunches or knee raises, okay? Crunches or knee raises. Knee raises are for the standing group. Crunches are for the floor group. And that works just the same. Knee raises look like this. Ha, ha, ha. Crunches are on your back in the supine position. Supine is on your back. Starting in 3, 2, 1, begin. See how many you can get in 20 seconds. Next week, we're going to 30. 3, 2, 1, and time. Woo. All right, so you got some core in there. That was core number 1. After core, we go to a squat pattern, both important parts of a workout program, all right? The squat pattern looks something like this. If you're seated, come standing. If you're standing, stay there. Squat can be a quarter squat, half squat, full squat, or a jump squat if you're feeling it. Pick your poison, whatever intensity you want this morning. Starting our squats in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, begin. If you can only go halfway, like I said, no shame in that, but be proud that you're working towards your goals, towards your health goals this morning, okay? And time. Next up, we have a wall push, a push-up variation of any sort. Wally, it's great to see you again. Wall pushes, you find a wall and you do a push-up from the wall. The lower down the wall you work, the harder it becomes. Make sure it's not made of drywall. I don't want anybody falling through Wally today. Just using Wally as support. You can use the floor for an isometric floor push. You can do a push-up from your knees. Or you can do a good old-fashioned push-up, seeing how many you can get in 20 seconds if you're ready for that level of intensity. All right? Good morning. Get into position. Starting in 3, 2, 1, begin. We are moving through set number 1 this morning. Exercise session number 2 hits different, folks. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Yeah, sometimes I just pretend not to be tired. I am. Please help. Next up, we have forward and reverse arm swings. Just to show that anything can work, I put my milk away. I like me some milk. I prefer it doesn't spoil. But I have dishwasher detergent. Maybe you got a bag full of Tide Pods. I'm using my right arm again for the weight in this one. Next time I'll go left. Forward, reverse, arm swings. Starting in 3, 2, 1, begin. You know what? All this dishwasher detergent, well, better sponsor me. Time! And it's all Stain Lifter Free and Clear Plus. I'm not even getting paid to show them this. I'm not getting paid for anything. This is free. That's the point. Goodness gracious. All right, that's over there for now. Again, no tiny dogs. Turns out that was inhumane. I wasn't thinking, who am I? Supermans or standing glute extensions. Use the wall for glute extensions. I'll tell you to switch halfway. I'll do glute extensions this time. Superman is on your belly, hands and legs off the ground. Starting in 3, 2, 1, begin. I'll tell you when to switch. 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. Other leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. And that's the end of set number 1, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and germs, that's the end of set number 1. Great job. I'm a little out of breath. I hope you are too. I'm going back to the top with floor touches. Back to the top with floor touches. Now again, if you want some sort of weight or something, grab a chair to hold. Grab your dish detergent to do squats with. If your body weight's enough, which I trust it is, just use that. Starting squats in 3, 2, 1, begin. Squats. My name is Seth Spicer. If you're tuning in late, that's okay. We have another session starting at 11:30 and another one at 5:30 p.m. Time. Beautiful. And those were supposed to be floor touches, and we did squats instead. That's okay. We'll carry on. It's a similar pattern, working similar muscles. Next time through, when it comes time for the squats, we'll just do floor touches. Don't worry about it. We'll program it in. You'll get the same workout either way. Prone snow angels, bent over or on your belly. I'm doing them on my belly this time. Snow angels, starting in 3, 2, 1, begin. Try and keep your knees off the floor. Elbows off the floor. Hands off the floor. The snow is gone for the year here in New York. But the snow angels are not. And time. Woo. Shoulders feeling kind of nice. And we're back to the seated or standing lateral raises. If you were standing on that last one and you did bent over wall slides, stay standing for lateral raises. If you've been here a few times, you know. If you've been here a few times, you know that I call these Flappy Birds religiously. Flappy Birds. I'm using the weight on my left arm this time because I only have one. We're making it work, ladies and gentlemen. Get creative, starting in 3, 2, 1, begin. 20 seconds. Lifting a weight on one side is okay, so long as you balance it out by using it in the other arm. next time. It's actually pretty good for core stabilization, believe it or not. And time. Core stabilization is just a big fancy word in exercise science that means you get abs on the opposite side, trying to pull down and keep yourself stable. Do I want to become famous? No, I don't want to be famous. I just want people to reach their health goals. Get out of here with that. Come on, I don't want bigfollows.com. You kidding me? Get out of here, bots. Even though we are machines working through this workout this morning. Moving on, next we have crunches or knee raises. If you're standing, knee raises. If you prefer the floor, we have crunches this morning starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, begin. This is set number 2. Cranking through. You can call me Captain. Captain Crunch. Oh, God. That one was terrible. And time. Laughing through core really helps you get the workout in. It's good stuff. Next up, we were supposed to have squats, but I made that mistake earlier. Now we're doing floor touches. We're switching it up, all right? Floor touches. If you're on the floor, stand up. If you're already standing, perfect. Just going to go to the, go as low as you can to the floor. Starting in 10 seconds. Thank you, everyone that is watching. Starting in 3, 2, 1, begin. Floor touches. Better yet, not thank you for watching. Thank you for participating, making this worth it. The more people that are here that watch, the more fulfilled I'll feel in taking Jake, Adam, and I's time to do this, right? It's meant to help people reach their goals, not just to be watched. 3, 2, 1, and time. All right. Timer's gone dark, and we're back. Now we have push-ups. You can find Wally if you like. If you don't want to find Wally, you can just do push-ups off the floor. I don't have a name for the floor yet. I'll probably keep it that way. If you're to the floor, go ahead and get to the floor. If you're to the wall, go find the wall for wall push-ups. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and begin. See how many you can get. If you're going from your knees, it's all the same. Just fine. Work it out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. And of course, after push-ups, we have our forward and reverse arm swings. Forward and reverse arm swings. I've got my dish detergent. I'm using it in the left arm this time. First time I did right arm Flappy Bird, right arm forward raises. Now I'm using it left arm, left arm. All right, getting creative with it. If we don't have workouts, if we don't have weights for the workouts, that's okay for the time being. Starting in 3, 2, 1, forward and reverse arm swings. If anybody works for this dish detergent company, tell them we will take your money for a sponsorship. Or tell them, if they're going to tell us not to use it, that this is not all dish detergent. It's something else, DM. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Woo! My battery's already at 20% this morning. Good work, phone timer. Would you still call me Superman or standing leg glute kickbacks? Whichever you prefer. If you're standing, you're on the wall doing kickbacks. If you're on the floor, you're doing the Supermans. I'll do the Supermans this time and still give you the time if you need to switch halfway through. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, begin. You can pulse the Supermans. If you're on the wall, go ahead and switch. Should feel these in your glutes. maybe the hamstrings. If you feel it in the low back a little bit, that's okay. Time. But again, it should never hurt. Okay, after this, I'm going to go and get a nice protein-packed breakfast. Protein's great for building muscle. You need protein in your diet, 1.2 to 1.8 grams per kilogram of body weight. That works out for me about 150 grams of protein per day. All right, I'm 200 pounds. 3 doors down. Yeah, it was. All right, next up, we're back to the top. We're doing floor touches starting in 3, 2, 1, begin. Yes, it was a 3 doors down reference. You can call me Superman or Seth. Usually I go by Seth. Keep it going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. If you're still following along, thank you and good work. This is set number 3. This is the last set through. Next up, we have our snow angels again already somehow. Oh man, my upper back is the weak point of my body, and these seem to somehow never get easier. Whew, I'm doing bent over this time, bent over snow angels. If you're standing, you're doing that too. You can be prone on your belly if you like. Starting in 3, 2, 1, begin. Like you're waving for help on a remote desert island. Wilson. Anyway, keep it going past halfway. It's a good thing I'm getting this practice because I know how hard this program gets. And time. And we're going to need it come week 50. All right. Next up, seated lateral raises. This is set 3 out of 3, so I will not be using my weights this time. I will not be using my weights this time because I won't be able to alternate for a 4th set, so I'm just using my arms. That's a great question, and I will get to that at the next break for sure, for sure. Seated lateral raises, 3, 2, 1, begin. Flappy Birds. So yes, that was a great question in the chat. For the floor touches, those are actually a variation of a hinge or a deadlift. And if you want to pick up a weight, something reasonable, something where you won't get hurt, of course, but so you feel the burn a little more, that is more than okay. Time with the Flappy Birds, that is more than okay. That is encouraged. You know your strengths and you know what's going to help you get a workout more than anything. In the future, to make it harder, we will also be increasing the duration of each set as well. So that might help a little bit. Yeah, but whatever feels good for you, you know your body and you know the intensity that you need to get a workout. So do whatever you have to do. Great question. No reason I can think of why not. All right. Crunches or knee raises. If you're standing, bada bing, bada boom, knees up to 90. Or you can be on the ground doing crunches with me, starting in 3, 2, 1, begin. I promise to never make the Captain Crunch joke ever again. It wasn't good. It wasn't funny. Honestly, I'm embarrassed. 3, 2, 1, and time. Ha ha ha, it's squat time. If you're on the floor, stand on up. Squats at quarter squats, half squats, full squats, jump squats, happy face candle. If you would also like to use weight on these, whoop, you can hold it on the front while you squat. I recommend getting the full depth before you add weight, though, in any case. Here we are, starting in 3, 2, 1, squat city. Ideally, your back is straight during the squats. and the floor touches, if you're slouching over, it's not as safe for your back generally. Keep it nice and straight. Time. And everybody's favorite part of the day, the push-ups. Trying to get yourself a big muscular chest, big old triceps. We're going to do some push-ups this morning. Set number 3. Set number 3. If you need the wall, go find Wally to support you. If you're from the floor, join me. Do it. Push-ups, starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, begin. See how many you can get. It's the last set. Last 3 exercises. Less than 1 minute and 30 seconds. I'm sorry, less than 2 minutes left in this whole workout. And time. If you're one of the crazies that did a back-to-back this morning, wonderfully done. I hope you're feeling it as much as I am. We have our forward and reverse arm swings. For the Flappy Birds, I couldn't use my weight. You don't need weight necessarily. Most of the time, your arm weight will be enough. But if you do have something that you'd like to use, some sort of weight, dish detergent, dog, milk, orange juice, a bag you fill up with books, you can use that as well. Forward reverse arm swings, starting in 3, 2, 1, begin. Overhead, back behind. Overhead, back behind. Forward, reverse. Keep it going. These are almost a bit of a break. 3, 2, 1, and time. And lastly, the last exercise of session 2, set 3. Exercise number 8. We have our Supermans one last time. Super persons in this case, because you're all, I'm sure, doing a wonderful job. Those who see this during the restream will also be doing a wonderful job. If you're here, if you made it through the whole thing, proud of you. Great work. I'm going to finish off this set with Supermans starting in 5 seconds, or glute kickbacks on the wall. 3, 2, 1, begin. If you want to do an iso, you may, which is an isometric, which basically just means you hold the position, you may. If you're on the wall, go ahead and switch. Switch legs. I prefer the pulse for most people. 3, 2, 1, and time. For a cool down, that is the end of our workout. Yay! For our cool down, we can do cat cows. Breathe in to the cat position. Breathe out into the cow position, named because this looks like a cow and this looks like one of those scary cats. You're welcome. Breathe in. Breathe out. This is our cool down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Meant to relax you. If you want to close your eyes, you may. Breathe in. Breathe out. And do that a few more times. If you were standing, that's okay. You don't need to no longer be standing for the cool down. That's okay. You can remain standing for the cool down. In that case, just breathe. Slow your breath. Try and slow your heart rate. Think happy thoughts. Envision your perfect day ahead of you. If you'd like to do floor slides to cool down, you can join me in those. On floor slides, your hands are over your head. You breathe in. And when you breathe out, you push your arms overhead. Breathe in as you pull them back down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Do that a few more times. Breathing in and breathing out. Your low back should try to be on the floor. It's okay if it's not, but just aim for that. And this is a great way to cool down after your workout. Get your brain into what's known as a parasympathetic state. Rest, digest, cool down, be ready for the day so that you can adapt to your workout and reduce inflammation in your body too, actually, for the rest of the day. I'm going to take this time. I'm going to take 5 to 10 minutes to answer any questions. I see a few of us are still watching. We can answer those questions in the chat. I'll be here right now to answer them live. Question and answer time. If you don't have any questions, you can keep breathing and just relax into it. And that'll be the end of that. If you have any questions, type them into the chat right now. I'll be watching. You can follow CCHS on any of our social media platforms under Connected CHS. We have a Twitter, a LinkedIn, a Facebook, an Instagram. We have a TikTok. We haven't made anything yet, but we're working on it. We have a whole bunch of other material that comes along with more than just the weight loss, or the fitness for weight loss and reaching your goals, right? There's a mindset component. There's a social, environmental component. Basically, who you spend your time around in the environment that you live in, it matters, right? Behind me on the wall over there, we have it. Today is a good time to be happy. My girlfriend actually made that beautiful piece of artwork. Sydney Thomas, shout out. And that is a great way to just remind yourself of the things you need in your life, right? If your environment is encouraging you to eat things that you do not want to eat, or is encouraging sedentary behavior, if there are barriers to your healthy living in your house, try and take some time today to take note of that. Try and find the things that are restricting you, the barriers that are restricting you from reaching your goals. And eventually, the whole point of CCHS is to provide more personalized coaching through these 7 pillars to be able to help you create behavioral change. All right, things in the chat. You like the cyclic nature of the workout? Awesome. Yeah. The first one you might not feel too much, right? And then by the third one, you say, oh, all right, here we go. You can go a little longer on the intensity, perhaps grab some weights. Watch your knees in the squats. They were creeping forward. So I have a hot take about that. Everybody in exercise science says, don't let the knees go past the toes. And there's not a lot to support that. That's basically a misbelief. I'm okay with knees going past the toes so long as it doesn't hurt. I'm a track background person myself, and when I sprint, my knee joint angles are extremely narrow. A lot of people in natural human movement, your knees are at a much deeper angle, right? And that's the whole point of trying to prevent knees over toes, right? Is to keep the knees at like a 90-degree angle, right? If you push the knees forward, you get more knee joint torque as opposed to hip joint torque. So if that's your personal philosophy, for anybody watching, that's okay. If you want to keep them at 90, that works just fine for me. Personally, I think it's more transferable to daily life if we do let the knees go forward. In fact, that makes it more of a squat pattern as opposed to a hinge. A hinge, your butt goes back. Squat, your knees go forward a little more, so long as your heels are still on the floor. So sorry for that little tangent, but that brings up a good point that I talk about a lot actually with in-person training. So interesting stuff when we break it down into the exercise science world. Obviously, it depends on person to person, circumstance to circumstance, but fun little interaction. Nah, that's good. That's good. Thank you for bringing it up. I always love a good talking point too. There's so much in exercise that we can go over. But thank you so much for joining. Thank you for the support. Happy Face Candle. Please, I'll see you on Monday at 7:30 or 8. For those of us that joined in late and still want to work out, we have Jacob Carroll coming up at 11:30. He's doing back-to-backs as well. We have Adam Fox going at 5:30 p.m. doing back-to-back workouts for everybody. And we will stream these tomorrow at 9, 1, and 6 p.m., I believe, were the times, so that you can get them on the off days as well. Again, this is a 3-day-a-week program. that we'll be streaming. We have it increasing in intensity across time, so it's important that you're here every single day. I hope that you're here every single day. So for anybody who doesn't have the money, the time, doesn't feel comfortable in the gym, this is for you. Please tell your friends. If anybody has any more questions, now is the time to shoot them into the chat before I sign off for the day. Firing them off. Again, the first step to reaching any of your health, and weight loss goals is A, knowing what you want and realizing the work that's going to need to go into achieving your goals. And then B, becoming aware of the things in your life that are restricting you from those goals and starting to attack those first, right? We're here to support you. I don't think we have any more questions, comments, or concerns. Anybody here, thank you so much for joining. Thank you for putting in the work, really. And I hope to see you all when we restream this tomorrow, watching at 9 o'clock, 1 o'clock, and 6 o'clock. And if you joined in late and you're just here and you want a free exercise, body weight training, no money, no equipment required, tune in at 11:30 or 5:30 for Jacob Carroll and Adam Fox. We are all operating under CCHS, Connected Community Health Support. This is just the very beginning. With that, I'm going to go to my calculus class. You all have a wonderful day. Thank you so much, and keep working hard.